Mother. Lilith, my daughter. I had a feeling you'd come here. I'm guessing you heard the news. Yes. You killed my husband. Your father. Must have come quite the shock. I'm not who you remember me to be. Definitely not. You are very different to what your father and I had in mind. No longer are you a warrior of our clan. In fact, you now killed the head of our household. You've committed treason. They'll be coming for you, you know. The vampires of our guilds. And what of you, mother? Are you not with them? Understand this, father came to me looking for blood and he paid the price. I figured this time I'd come to you. Make things easier for our confrontation. I always knew you were a force of destruction, Lilith. From very young you had strength. We all knew. But treason is treason, and as vampires that are honor-bound to war, you have no choice but to kill me. Now come, bare your fangs at me like father did. Lilith, enough talking. I'm not interested in one of your lessons. I've made it easy for you by showing up. Now come. Lilith, did your father mention anything? Huh? Oh, that. He said something about candlelight. So he did mention it. What's so funny? Is this some sick joke between you two? No. It's finally time to tell you. I'm curious why you didn't talk about this first. You seem very prepared to fight me to the death. What? Why would I care about his last words? He was a cruel man and he died pitifully. Well, this is important. What is it? It's about the day you were born. The events that occurred, and the omen we could never forget. An omen from when I was born? Yes. As you know, all vampire birth is to be surrounded by candlelight, as per our sacred traditions. Do you remember when Victor was born? How beautifully he shone in the light. As you know, we vampires have the ability to morph our bodies, thus, giving birth is much easier. Especially compared to those humans who look like they're on the cusp of death every time. Our process is clean, with little blood and donned by candlelight. But on the day I gave birth to you, I was both happy and also in incredible pain. Great. Is this how you tell me I was a problem prior to even being given birth? I get it, I never met expectation. Just listen. You sprung forth from me with a veracity that was unseen by a child. Blood spewed everywhere, my flesh was ripped. I remember going in and out of consciousness, and the only thing that saved me was our natural regeneration. Sounds like I really put you through it. Must have been startling for father too. Yes, it was. While we may bleed, we do not want to be covered in blood, even in war times. We are more refined than that. We are vampires. We take blood, we do not leak it out. We're not humans. And yet, it spewed everywhere. To him, you acted like the enemy. You hurt our family. But you were still our child, and so you were an abomination in his eyes, a harbinger of the end times. Oh, he made that plenty clear. No, he didn't actually. He was hard on you because he deeply wanted you to be a warrior for our clan. He needed to believe that you could be against the Vakar. Why? Because he needed to know the decision to not kill you wasn't a mistake. What? Lilith, when I healed and regained consciousness after giving birth, the first thing your father said wasn't that he was happy I was alive. He was convinced you had to die, that your birth was too similar to humans, that you would bring a curse upon our family and ruin everything. I only stopped him by convincing him that the situation surrounding your birth wasn't an omen of humanity tainting our culture, that it represented an unyielding veracity for violence on our enemies, not on us, that you would be instrumental to the war with the Vakar. So I'm only alive because you convinced him. Yes. I remember it, you know, the way you ripped open my body. I too thought you were a monster, but I also gave birth to you. You were my daughter. I didn't want to abandon you no matter what. More than anything, I needed to keep you alive. But you didn't make it easy. Every time you befriended a human, we would get flashbacks to that moment. Every time you went against us, it made your father furious. And now look at you, the cause of his death, and you're about to bring my death, and potentially the death to our whole clan. Perhaps he was right. Mother, you were a child that was born to destroy. Whether it was the Vakar or us, we just hoped it was the Vakar. I guess all your work was for nothing, huh? Perhaps. Perhaps not. Either way, your father was always too fixated on the war. I know we both understood that. I just wanted you to survive. I just wanted to know my decision to save you wasn't a mistake. I'm sorry, what? That's all you wanted? Yes. And only he was fixated on the war? Well, you know, I distinctly remember you caring about the war. Whenever father would give a speech, you would join in. Whenever he did anything, you always backed him up. It wasn't just him, it was you too. Lilith, he was a difficult man to be around. What the hell are you saying? What difficulty? You never disagreed with him, you were always on his side. I don't remember a single conversation with me or Victor going against anything he said. You stood by and just let everything happen. It wasn't so simple. Oh, this is ridiculous. So all this time his obsession with the war was a bit too much? You were always sharpening your fangs for a fight, that's what we saw. And now I'm supposed to believe that it was all a front? The truth coming out because he's dead? What the hell were you doing all this time? If I didn't obey him, he might have killed you. What? He tried to kill you multiple times. That was the only time I spoke up. Like I said, he wasn't an easy person to be around. What Victor experienced wasn't something I hadn't already gone through multiple times. What? Is that why you didn't bat an eye when father beat him? I saw you that day. You didn't even flinch. I didn't because I knew your father's limits. I had experienced them myself. His limits, they might seem normal to you, but they are not. Look at the story you told me. The Omen. He wanted you to tell me that I was only born to create destruction. In the end, he only felt remorse for Victor. But in his final moments, he still wanted to punish me. Unbelievable. He's wrong about me. You're both wrong about me. I'm not an Omen. I try to believe that. I really do. Not in the way I do. You see, Mother, you both feared I brought violence. But look at me. Father said it himself. I befriend people. I befriended the humans. Truly, what violence have I caused? I've only acted to create peace. You can't trust those humans. They will do violence onto you. They may do violence onto me, but am I doing violence onto them? What? All I've strived to do is to not commit violence. When I defend the humans from those in our clans who would try feast on them, do I kill them? No. Everything I did was with the vision of peace in my mind. But what if they hurt you? They don't know you're a vampire. Then I will deal with that then. But they might. I listen to you. Don't interrupt me. Mother, I think you see me as a blind idealist. I've thought this through. I know our clan, the Vakar, and humans coexisting is a slow-moving outcome. I know often it will be 2 steps back and 1 step forward. The difference between you and me is that I think it's possible and you don't. That's all. Father, he made sure the stench of violence hung in our household constantly. I may have killed him, but don't forget he came after me. Lilith. Mother, I appreciate you looking after my well-being, but on some level, you thought I was an Omen too. And I think you punish yourself for your sin by putting up with Dad. That's why you never spoke up. That's why you always cowered in his presence. That's why you let him beat you too. But I'm not you. I'm not afraid of someone if they try to hurt me. I'm not afraid if the humans betray me or fear me. I only do what I think is right. Mother, the only thing I want to kill is our kind's pessimism, is the world's pessimism. But I'm tired. I'm tired trying to change the minds of people who believe I was awful as soon as I was born. I should have realized nothing would ever change with you both. I think we're done here. Goodbye.